Hello children, Sai Ram. Welcome back to Social Studies class. Children, this will be our last session on chapter number 5, that is DRC, the land of dense forest. So children, before we start with our today's content, let us see and recall the topics that we had covered in our previous two sessions. Okay, so DRC, that is the Democratic Republic of Congo, it is located on the equator and in Africa continent, and the capital of DRC is Kinshasa. This region is surrounded by 9 different countries, that is Central African Republic, Sudan, Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi, Tanzania, Zambia, Angola and Congo. As we know that this region lies on the equatorial area, so the climate is very hot and wet during summer and very cold and dry during the winters. Now let us see the vegetation of this region. The dense forest in this region is also called as tropical rainforest. The trees here grow very close to each other. Different types of trees, climbers, shrubs grow here. River Congo is the longest river in this nation. Now we will see the wildlife. Different animals such as elephants, chimpanzees, baboons, crocodiles, etc. are found in this forest. Here we can see the image of bonobos. Bonobos are the animals which are only found in DR Congo. Yes, here we can see the image of gorillas. Okay, so gorillas are in plentiful and are always found in groups. Wild animals such as lions, cheetah, hyena, wild dogs, jackals, etc. are found in savanna. Different types of birds are found here, but the African grey parrot is one of the most intelligent birds. Now let's see the natural resources of this region. Children, as we have already seen that DRC is extremely rich in natural resources. This country has large reserve of mineral resources. The extraction of valuable minerals from deep under the ground is known as mining. So children, what is mining? The extraction of valuable minerals from deep under the ground is called as mining. So the nation has vast deposits of copper, gold, diamond and cobalt. Whereas these minerals are exported on the large scale. Now let us see the occupation of the people in DR Congo. Farming is the major occupation of the people living here. So farming is done on the large scale. Crops such as sweet potatoes, cassava, banana, maize, groundnuts, rice, etc. are cultivated on the large scale. And the crops such as coffee, cocoa, rubber, and cotton are grown and exported on the large scale. Now, let us see the content of today's session, that is human settlement and transport. So, in human settlement, we are going to know more about human population. Okay, we are going to know more about the food, clothes that these people wear, houses they live in, singing and dancing, and about education of the people living in DRC. DRC is thinly populated country. It has population of more than 70 million. People live in villages, in the highlands and along the rivers. Children, about 30% population live in cities and about 60% population resides in rural areas. And here are the images of cities, towns and rural areas. Modern facilities are available in cities. The rich city dwellers live in houses, apartments and drive cars. Whereas the poor live in crowded, unhealthy conditions in slums. Let us see the food of the people living in DRC. Dishes consisting of fish, chicken with cassava leaves, hot pepper sauce, then sweet potatoes, cassava, banana, maize, groundnuts, tomatoes, pumpkins, etc. These food are eaten throughout the country. Some villagers live in thatched huts in separate tribes or groups and have their own customs. There are about 200 tribes in DRC. Okay, there are about 200 tribes in DRC, and the most well known are called as pygmies. See children, here we have this kind. Okay, they are short in height. In the image we can see here a pygmy standing. So what is his height mentioned? That is 4 to 5 feet he is tall. Okay, we can say that pygmies are short in height. Okay, they get their food by hunting animals and gather plant foods. Okay, they use bow and arrow. Arrows are very sharp and pointed. Some arrows are also filled with poisons. Okay, so they get their food by hunting animals and also gather plant foods. Now, after hunting, they eat the flesh of the animals, right? Now, what do they do with the bones and the teeth of the different dead animals? Yes, in the image here, we can see that the teeth of different animals they use for making different ornaments. See, here we can see a neck set, earrings, right? See, these are the teeth of dog. See how they have made the ornaments. It's looking very beautiful. Okay, so they do not waste any part of the animal. Even the fur of the animal is used for some or the other purpose. Therefore, teeth of the different animals are used for making the ornaments, that is the jewelries. Children, these pygmies live in camps which they occupy only for few weeks, and along with their family they move to a new place. Okay, so they occupy only for few weeks and then move to new place along with their family. Then in the new place again they make huts for themselves, okay, out of the branches and leaves. Okay, so now let us see the clothes that they wear. Since the weather is too hot, so the tribal people do not wear many clothes. Okay, as the temperature is too high in equatorial region, the tribal people do not wear many clothes, but on the special occasions they do wear colorful and beautiful dresses, that is the costumes. Here in the image, see, so beautifully they are dressed up, isn't it? So on the different occasions and festivals, these pygmies wear colorful costumes. They also sing and dance on the different occasions and festivals. See here in the images, men and women are singing and dancing, isn't it, children? So they enjoy singing and dancing and even telling the stories. Okay, so in this region, mass dances are also a part of traditional dance. So in different occasions, in different festivals, they come together for singing and dancing. Now let us see the education provided to the children in this region. As we know that 70% of the population live in villages, that is under the poverty level. So parents were even least bothered to send their children to school because they had to pay the fees, isn't it? So in this image we can also see that there is no kind of encouragement from the school or even from the government. Okay, that means, see, we can understand by the image that is there is no proper facility given to the children. There is no proper benches, no fans, and no proper classroom. See here, number of children gathered in one place. Okay, so these all made the children to run away from the school. That means 70% of the population lived in poverty, and children from the poor families are far less to attend the school. But later on, over few years, the government of DRC had taken initiative and provided for compulsory free education to all the children. Thereafter, see in this image, children, there is a drastic change in the education field. After the initiative taken by the government, even the parents started sending their children to the school, and even children enjoyed coming to school. See, so happy their faces are. because government started giving them good facilities such as good trained teachers, good classroom, even benches were provided, fans were installed. Apart from these all, books and meals were also provided to the children. Now let us see the transport of DRC. Rail and road connect cities with each other. Okay, rail and road connect cities with each other, but land transport is not much developed in this country. Water transport over the river Congo and other rivers is the major means of transport. The DRC has more navigable rivers and moves more passengers and goods by boat. See children, in the images here, the goods are also transported from one place to another place with the help of water transport. And even passengers prefer water transport. Traditionally, water transport has been the best way to move. So children, here we come to an end of our chapter. So, here are few points about this chapter. So, we will read it together aloud. Clear? So, first point, I want everyone to read aloud. The Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC, is located in the tropical zone in Central Africa. Second point, the DRC has a hot and wet climate. Number 3, most parts of DRC are covered with tropical rainforest. Some parts are covered with savanna. Number 4, DRC is rich in mineral and forest resources. Number 5, most people live in villages. Pygmies are the most well-known tribe of the DRC. So do solve the worksheet. Thank you and take a good care of yourself. See you in the next week.